Hi, my name's Laura Cox and I survived the Science Night project.
I know some of you watching are just heading into the stressful, crazy project, but I've got some tips that just might get you through. The first thing you need to worry about is your partner, of which there are several types. The friend you love but aren't productive with.
What's up, mate?
We're not productive!
The psycho nerd who is always breathing down your neck.
No, you have to fix that. Fix it! It's not that hard! It's not hard!
The kid who tries hard but struggles.
I took all these notes, but I can't understand.
The smart kid who doesn't want to do work.
I don't want to do this work.
Yo, come on, we need to take
I don't want to do the work.
The person you work well with.
You can do this.
And the just pure slackers. I will get into more details about this later. The second problem is finding a topic.
Oh, we need to find a topic.
I don't know where it is.
There are several to choose from, but I recommend you and your partner both make a list of your top 3 choices and hope for some overlap. If there is none, you're going to have to put in a bit of extra work to determine one. But whatever you do not procrastinate on picking a topic. Get a topic you like as soon as possible. Make sure it's a topic you enjoy, or you're in for 8 weeks of suffering. Probably the worst thing about the whole project is that March break is in the middle, and your teacher will take your logbook away so you can't do work on break. Once you get back to school, it is constant work till the end. It is pretty stressful, and the worst thing you can do is procrastinate. In fact, you are way better off getting as ahead as you can, because even if you're way ahead of your class, it will still be a time crunch. Back to your partner. There are a lot of different ways to deal with a partner, but number 1 is just try to be diplomatic.
We're being diplomatic.
Fighting
Yes,
won't
we
help.
are.
It'll just put you behind. But now for some specifics. If you get someone you work well with, you're set. If you get your friend who you're unproductive with, just try to stay focused. If you get a smart kid who doesn't want to do work, just try to give them deadlines that they should follow to get work done. Make sure it seems like it's not a lot, but actually make it whatever it needs to be. If you just get a plain slacker, the above still applies,
But it is important to stay on top of the person and make sure you don't fall behind.
if you get the nerd constantly breathing down your neck, just try to get your work done because they probably have your best interest, or at least their best interest, in mind. But if they get too aggressive, make sure you tell them to back off. If you get the kid who tries hard but struggles, just try to give them work they can handle and they will be good at what they can manage. That's about it for partners, so let's talk about Science Night itself. It's not that big a deal. It's hot, it's long, and it's a bit stressful, but overall, it's pretty fun. There are 2 main things to know. You get a 15-minute break in which you can either choose to talk to your friends or see as many posters as you can, but not both. The other thing is that you have just spent about 2 days perfecting your presentation. What you say, what order you say it in, etc. But the parents don't care about that. They come and go and ask questions randomly, and your partner could be presenting and a parent just asks you a question, so just be prepared to be very flexible. On the last day of the project, you have your final presentation, which should be great now because you did it so many times at Science Night. And finally, your logbook. Your logbook is the heart and soul of this project, so if you weren't keeping up, well, my friend, you are screwed. The number 1 important thing to not screw up is the logbook. Your poster can be crap. You can tank your presentation.
Oh, we take it!
But whatever you do not screw up your logbook.
Do not screw up your logbook!
Logbook está muy bueno.
That's about it for my helpful tips.
Kitties!
Thank you for watching and have a great Science Night project.
Mr. Ewens, do you have any words of advice for Science Night?
Here you come. Carry on.
Woo!